This is the third level of hell, the hell of gorging. In life, people who overeat and waste food, after death, they will enter here to suffer endless torture. And here is the second level of lust. Those who are addicted to lust, after death, they all come here to suffer the storms forever. If you don't care for yourself and hurt your own body, after death, you will enter the seventh level of violent hell. The roots of the tree will eat away at your whole body, to live forever in solitude. And yet, in a place where only the dead come, today a living man came in, and he is Dante. Dante had just opened the door of his home after returning from the Crusades, only to find that everyone in the house had been murdered. Crows pecking at his father's body, but Dante was only looking for his wife. That's when he found his dying wife. She was holding on to her last breath just to say goodbye to Dante. His wife was pure and kind all her life. After her death, her soul should have gone to heaven, but just then, Lucifer, the king of hell, appeared out of nowhere, claiming to collect on his bets. Take Dante's wife to hell and marry him. So Dante summoned his horse and chased after him. He galloped on, but in the end, he was stopped at the gates of hell. Dante was slumped on the ground in despair. Suddenly, vines burst from the ground. Like tentacles, they lifted Dante high into the air, sealed the cross into his body. Dante suddenly gained tremendous power. He broke open the gates of hell with his bare hands, but when he went in, he found there was no sign of his wife, only to see countless souls constantly falling into the abyss. And that's when Virgil, a god who claimed to have come to guide Dante to save his wife, appeared behind him. He told Dante, the reason your wife was taken away was because she had made a bet with Lucifer. Lucifer is betting that you will betray the love between you, and she lost. It turns out that before Dante went to war, he and his wife swore by the moonlight he will never touch another woman. On the way out with the army, he couldn't resist his desire and had sex with the female prisoner. All he could do was watch Lucifer take his wife. But Dante doesn't want to give up. Even if there were 9 levels of hell, he'd have to go through them himself. Soon they reach the edge of the first level of hell, the undead who have fallen into hell. They must enter in Charon's wooden boat. No sooner had Dante stepped on board, Dante asked Charon to take him to his wife. Charon refused, and summoned the demons. Dante was forced to fight. Dante killed a lot of people in the war. These demons were no match for him. He lifted the scythe and struck Charon directly in the vitals. Out of control, Charon crashed into the rocks by the river. He didn't expect to be defeated by a human. The two men continued on their way. Soon they reached the deepest part of the first circle of hell. Here is Minos, the judge of hell. The dead will line up one by one to be judged by him. He will judge every man according to his sin, send them to different hells. Dante walks up to him, trying to ask him to let him go. Minos, however, told Dante to get out. Looks like another fight. Minos are huge, but his movements were slow. Dante soon cut him black and blue. His bulky body leans forward, and ends up with his own torture device slitting his throat. The two men continue on to the second level. This is the legendary hell of lust. Those who have committed lust in life, after death, they are punished here. They float in the sky, be buffeted by storms and lightning. Then they came to the third tier of gluttonous hell. People who overeat in life will be punished here. They are greedy by nature. Even after death, they continue kept eating. If they are not careful, they will be swallowed by the monster of the third level. Yet Virgil tells Dante, to get to the next level, Dante had to get into the belly of this monster. Dante had no choice but to go in. Inside, the undead scream in agony. Here they could not eat anything. This is their greatest punishment. Soon Dante found the heart of the beast. If he destroys it, he can go to the next level. With his scythe in his hand, he rushed forward. The sickle plunged deep into the monster's heart. The monster's screams of pain echoed throughout hell. Just spit Dante out, but the monster immediately attacked. To escape the attack, Dante had to jump into the abyss. And the next level, the legendary hell of greed. There is gold as far as the eye can see. Those who are greedy for money in life, in the river of gold, enduring the heat forever. Looking at the scene before her eyes, Dante thought of his father. His father counted his money. He found 3 missing gold coins, so he turned to his mother and questioned her. It was only 3 coins that were missing. Dante's father beat his mother very hard. A man as greedy for money as he was, probably would have been sent here too. And sure enough, his father appeared right in front of him. He told him, Lucifer promised that if he killed Dante here, he would give him a gold mine and freedom. Father and son showed no regard for their affection. Immediately, they fought. One for the money, one for his wife. He kicked his father into the river of gold. Without looking back, he turned away. They arrived at the 5th level of Rage Hell. The dead at this level are angry and violent. They kill each other, forever tormented in this foul hell. That's when Dante was surrounded by countless undead hands. In order to move on, Virgil summoned the Great Horned Bull, guardian of the underworld, and so they passed through the 5th level of hell without incident. The 6th level is Burning Hell. The punishment here is for wicked heretics. Here they are burned by eternal fire. They will never be able to escape. Soon they reach the 7th circle of Violent Hell. All those who have done violence against others, they will be immersed forever in the boiling blood of their victims. There is no way out. Just then Virgil summons Nessus the Centaur. Nessus carries the 2 men across the boiling pool of blood. During this time, the Blood Hand attacked repeatedly in the pool, but all was well. At last they reached the other side. But just then, Dante suddenly heard his mother's voice. He rushed into the forest and searched desperately. He saw his mother entangled in the roots of the trees. She had become one with the forest. It turns out that his mother couldn't stand his father's abuse, so she hanged herself. She was judged to have committed violence against herself, so she was sent to this level of violent hell. Dante, who did not want his mother to suffer, he took out the cross and redeemed her. The mother's soul was raised to heaven. Finally the two arrived at the 8th level of hell, the hell of fraud. Those who have deceived others with their words in life will come here to be punished. Dante must cross 10 stone bridges alone, and he had to do it fast, for Lucifer and his wife were married on the other side of the bridge. Dante set off immediately, but just as he crosses the bridges, memories keep coming back to him. It turns out that while he was on his way with the army, he did not fight in the battlefield. Instead, he was assigned to guard prisoners in the rear. Every day he tortured and beat the prisoners. Finally a woman couldn't stand it anymore. She wanted to trade her body for her husband's freedom, but when the deal was done, only to be discovered by the woman's husband. When the woman's husband was released from prison, he immediately went to Dante's hometown. Dante's family was killed overnight. Dante realizes that his family is all dead because of him, but it was too late. His wife had become desperate. She decided to marry Lucifer. After taking the devil's ring and eating the devil's fruit, she became the queen of hell. I thought the couple would turn against each other, but who would have thought? Dante made a serious admission of error. Sweet words to coax 2 sentences. As a result, his wife forgave him. The cross brought her to the baptism of the holy light. The wife's soul was saved. At that moment the archangel descended from heaven and took his wife's soul into heaven, and when she said goodbye to Dante, that she would be waiting for him in heaven, Dante then traveled to the 9th level of hell of betrayal. This is also where Lucifer's true form was sealed. This is the place of extreme cold. All those who have been ungrateful in life will be frozen here. Neither life nor death will be allowed. Dante fought his way through, cutting through countless chains. At last, in the deepest depths of hell, he found Lucifer, imprisoned. Lucifer had been imprisoned here by God. Only his own shadow could move freely. The taking of Dante's wife was just a conspiracy. Lucifer's true purpose, to get Dante to release him. And sure enough, Dante wanted to kill him, but accidentally unlocks Lucifer's seal. With the seal lifted, Lucifer is a powerful force. Dante was no match for him. He was soon beaten and spitting blood. Thinking that his wife was still waiting for him, Dante took out his cross again, asking God to give him the power to defeat Lucifer. The next moment the cross on his chest glowed brightly, and it sealed Lucifer back up again. Pity the Lord of Hell. But the story doesn't end there. Dante would then go to Purgatory. What was expected to be a more brutal adventure, but it wasn't. Purgatory is just a place for the dead to reflect. Between heaven and hell, inside there is a tower with 7 levels, representing each of the 7 deadly sins. Each level up removes 1 sin. When you reach the top, you can ascend to heaven. The story is over. You'll notice that all monsters are weak. With a cross, the protagonist can sweep away everything. The plot is not particularly impressive, but the overall story was good. The audience who saw it also had mixed feelings about it. Hell has 9 layers. The human world has only 1 layer. But the devil in hell, it's all from the human world. Is the earthly world then more terrible? Kindness at heart is the way to go. See you in the next video.